Welcome to the True Core Crew podcast, where we discuss everything health and fitness, giving you the tools and tips to not only build, but live your best life, body, mind, and spirit. Thanks for joining us. All right, live on the Book of Face. Welcome everyone to this week of the True Core Crew podcast, Facebook Live training. A little campfire with my wonderful client success manager. Good afternoon, Miss Aline. How are you today?
I'm good. It's still morning. Geez, don't wish my day away.
It is. Got 23 more minutes, 11:37. To all our listeners out there that are going to listen to this on Podbean or Apple afterwards, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Shannon Logan, and I'm the owner of True Core in Annapolis, Maryland, where our mission really is to help all of our members build and then live their best life. How do we do that, Aline? How do we go about helping people build and then live their best life? In a nutshell, what would you say?
We teach them tools on how to keep their mind, body, and spirit healthy as possible.
Oh, I love that. Whole person.
Yeah, because you still take your brain with your body. we want you to feel good inside and out.
Inside and out for sure. And I've seen too, personally, and then professionally, if I only treat the body and I don't do anything to help the mind or the spirit, shockingly, results with the body do not last.
Correct.
So we are now at the end of April. From a business perspective, we have started the second quarter of the year. And so the year is a third of the way done already. I guess
That's crazy.
Quarter of the way. Sorry, a quarter of the way. We're in the fourth month. And I wonder how many people are still succeeding at their New Year's resolution. Did you make one back in January?
I didn't.
Nor did I.
Well, my goal was just to continue to be as awesome as I was last year.
Oh, dang. All right. Get some, girl. I'll take that. That's a win-win. It's a win-win. Yeah. But by this point, a lot of people are lacking motivation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we start out hot. We tend to fizzle. Or I've been talking to a lot of people right now, like our new members coming in that are just like, I don't have the motivation. I know I need to make a change, but my motivation to do so is very much lacking. So that's going to be our topic today, is how to get some motivation, how to get a fire started under your butt, but then keep it burning long-term.
Absolutely.
It's great to have success for 6 weeks. But we don't want you to backslide after those 6 weeks.
Right.
So personally, for you, how do you keep your motivation up when you set a goal, when you look back on your fitness? How do you keep motivation?
I just know by now, after doing this for quite a few years now, that this doesn't just help me physically. It is a mental health game, probably more than it is physically. I know, obviously, I love being healthy physically, but what working out does for my brain is like, I can't indescribable. It has kept me even keel and happier. I don't want to choke my fiance or my child because I'm able to tolerate them, because we all get on each other's nerves. You know what I mean? It's a fact of life. But working out helps me just deal with life in general in a better way.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know that I need to work out so that to maintain that. So that's a lot of where my motivation comes from.
Yeah. Okay. So you know that it's at the end of the day, you're going to feel better overall.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
What about on the days where like Netflix and chill are just sound so appealing, so much more appealing to you?
I still allow myself to do that, but I specifically focus on 4 days a week. I have to get a workout in. I have to. And I it isn't always easy, but if you sometimes now that the weather's broke and I'm home and I can't get to the gym, I'll take a walk. Mm-hmm. And the walk, like, and by the time I get back, I'm like, okay, all right, now I'm off the couch. I'm not sweaty, but I'm active.
Blood is flowing, endorphins starting to improve. Yeah.
Yes. So I found that helps when I can't get to the gym. Just taking a walk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool.
How about you?
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I am in a phase of my life where I have goals in all different kinds of areas. So I have fitness goals, right? Mm-hmm. I have relationship goals, being a relatively new mom, and my husband's a new dad, and trying to figure out, what a marriage through that looks like. I have motherhood goals in terms of like what I want to be able to do with my daughter and what that looks like, and spending time and helping her learn whatever I think she should be learning. And then I have business goals, right? So I have a lot of areas of my life where I need motivation. And probably like a lot of people out there, my eyes open about 6:15 in the morning. And I'm like, all right, time to go. Like, let's get up. And honestly, for me, there are two main things that help me the most. I remember my why across all boards. Why I want to improve my fitness or stay consistent. For me right now, it's consistency. Why I want to have time with my daughter, why I want to have time with my husband, why I want my business to grow in a certain way. Like we do that with our clients a lot, is we dig into their whys, why they want to make a change for their health and fitness. And again, we talk a lot about, if we keep that at the forefront of both their minds and our minds, we're much more likely to help them get substantial success.
Absolutely.
But then like I get a coach, point blank. I have a business coach. I have a health coach. I have a relationship coach in some regard, right? Like, because I have found for me, and also I see this with my clients as well, a coach will do a few things. They will, first of all, hold me accountable, because my friends will let me off the hook. My husband at times will let me off the hook. I'll let myself off the hook, right? And a coach, a mentor, a guide will hold me accountable to what our plan was, what my commitment was, what I said I wanted to do. They also help me kind of sort through what's the best path forward in each realm, because I can get blurry with my own interest or my own self-serving needs or my own anxiety. Like I can get overwhelmed with kind of where I'm at and where I want to be, and they seem so far apart at times. Mm-hmm. But a coach will be like, do A, and then we're going to do B, and then we're going to do C. And then they hold me accountable to each of those steps. So I end up seeing results faster, because accountability, plan forward, and they help me stay like realistic too, which this perfectionistic mindset can use. And so I have some enjoyment through the process. Plus, I don't know about you, but I know a lot of our moms out there and listeners in general, like I get decision fatigue. By the end of the day, I am so sick of making decisions. I saw a meme last week. It was spot on, like a mom meme about another thing I took for granted before I had kids was just having to feed myself.
Right.
Now I have to make decisions on what to feed my 14-month-old 5 times a day, and it's like, oh my gosh, we got to feed Cora again. How are we going to get vegetables in her for lunch? It's like, how can I make sure she gets what she needs? And so it takes, again, the decisions off my plate because someone just tells me what to do. I'm really good with a checklist. You give me a checklist, I'll succeed. So I get a coach. They help me kind of keep all of that focused. And I see results quickly as I see results as a result. And I love seeing results of any kind. So
good results, positive results. We don't want all negative results, though.
Yes, all positive results. But our brain is actually wired from like a biological standpoint to seek out more success. So if we have a win, if we see progress, if we see a result, we want to do more of whatever got us that progress, right? So another pointer I would say, if someone's struggling with motivation, is focus on each win. You know, we've talked about before, at the end of the day, like writing down 3 wins a day, but make sure you're having a plan to set yourself up for quick wins and success along the way, because your brain will feed off of that and you'll want to do more of it. So I'm trying to think of an example in the gym. Like, let's say, actually, I have a client, we have a client that is working out at home virtually, and she first started with us and she could only do like a 10-second plank, right?
Yeah.
And in a couple weeks, she could do like a 45-second plank.
Yes.
Which is actually a substantial increase in time.
Absolutely.
Right. So now she wants to plank more. She wants to test herself on plank because she feels good about the win that she's had.
Absolutely.
So set yourself up for some quick wins, and that will help feed your motivation to keep going. What else, Aline? So we've talked about, you know, what your whys, having an idea that makes you feel better, working with a coach. What else do you think?
You could set up like a short-term challenge for yourself, but don't like just drop off after the challenge ends. Of course, have a game plan in place, but like a 6-week challenge to get you motivated, and then you know, keep at it after that fact. But like, there's always like, you could set yourself a goal, and then count that as a win. But then once you succeed at that goal, make yourself a new goal. You know, short-term challenges are ideal. You don't want to say, oh my gosh, after a year, I'm going to be doing for this whole year, I'm going to be doing this. Like, this is what I'm going to do for this month. This is what I'm going to do for this 9 weeks. You know, I am going to set myself up for success for a shorter period of time, because and then after that 9 weeks, okay, I'm going to set myself up for another goal for the next 9 weeks. But giving yourself like a date to strive for can allow you to focus more on what you are trying to accomplish.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because again, a timeline with an endpoint, you know, will help you know, like, okay, I'm just going to keep pushing until this date. You know, it gives you some energy boost. At least it does for me. And
yeah,
with our transformation clients, we do 9 weeks. You know, our programs with that are 9 weeks, and we've kind of found the reason behind that is oftentimes 90 days or 3 months tends to be a little long for people. They end up a little bit burned out. 8 weeks and 6 weeks is, especially 6 weeks, is not long enough to make lasting change. There's actually data and research to suggest that 63-day mark is neurologically in the brain where habits kind of click and stay secured. So they're more likely to become a new way of living versus just something I did for 9 weeks. And then, you know, we sit back down and we look at the next 9 weeks, because like you just said, it's great to do a challenge. It's great to do, you know, a spring wellness challenge. It's great to do a spring 5K training plan, or any of that kind of stuff. But what do you do after that? Are you just going to slide backwards? Or are you going to kind of look, okay, I checked that box. What next box do I want to move towards? And for me, it's also kind of like, the more kind of tools I have to help me kind of track those things. I'm a data nerd. So not everyone out there loves data, but I love data. Tim Sweetman listens to this, he's on board with me. He has all the tracking tools.
Sarah Gibb also, she's a box checker. She likes knowing her data. She likes knowing that she's accomplished her things.
So. Well, you know why? Because it feeds that short-term win in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can track it. I can see my progress. I want to keep doing whatever I'm doing to see that progress increase. It's kind of like a natural dopamine hit every time I'm like, oh, look, I closed all 3 rings on my Apple Watch, you know?
Like, I strive for that.
It gamifies things and it makes it fun, and your brain goes, dopamine, yay, dopamine, yay, dopamine, yay. I'll keep doing that. But track your meals, track your food, track your sleep, track your workouts. You don't have to make it complicated. Like it doesn't have to be something you spend 20 minutes every day doing. But if you don't know what you started doing and you go back and to compare your progress, you won't be able to.
Right.
You won't have a win. I want all the wins.
We want all the wins. Absolutely.
I want all the wins. Yes. So checking the progress, you can do your Apple Watch. There's Whoop out there. There's MyFitnessPal. We know there's countless like Fitbit models we can use that nowadays. Mm-hmm. And pick something. It can be steps, right? Like 10,000 steps a day. As we've already talked about, for me, it's my 3 rings on my Apple Watch. And you as well. Now, did you know that you can change those rings? Yes.
You mean the different goals on them?
Yes.
So they are now. Slow down. No.
I think
telling me to challenge myself. Is that what you're
doing? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think the default for movement is like 30 minutes a day.
Mine's 540 calories. Okay. I don't think as a time. My exercise is 30 minutes a day.
That's what I'm thinking is exercise is 30. So example, if you find that you're crushing exercise and crushing movement every day, it might be time to bump that up a little bit.
Jeez. Thanks.
I bumped mine up.
Of course you did.
But it becomes a game. Like I'm like, oh, I've got, I got to burn extra 50 calories today by the end of the day to close this ring. Cora, let's go up and down the steps 3 times.
Oh my gosh. But she thinks it's fun.
Woo. Oh, she'll climb the steps. My 14-month-old will climb the steps all day long. One time Daddy was babysitting her and he said they literally went up and down the steps for 45 minutes.
I mean, it's stair climber. You didn't have to go to the gym to use the stair climb.
She's yay big. So
I know.
Motivation, important thing to have. Without it, we end up stuck on that couch, right? Get a coach. They'll cut through all the BS for you. They'll hold you accountable. They come up with a plan for you. You don't have to make a decision. They'll help you see your results quickly, rather, which in stride will help you want to do it more.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see that it's working, you're like, oh, I need to keep this up.
That's why we also tell our clients to take weekly pictures and measurements too.
Yeah.
Because if you can see a little bit of progress.
The changes, right? You don't necessarily see the changes with your naked eye because you see yourself every day. I'm real adamant about taking if you don't take a picture for the first 6 weeks, just the picture at the beginning and at the end, it will blow your mind. Like that picture at the beginning, like some women are a little skeptical about doing that, but I truly believe that it is very important because of the changes that you don't see in yourself every day. It's so important.
Yeah. And it gamifies things again, right? Like,
yay!
If you see the progress, you get a positive chemicals in that brain. You're going to want to keep doing it. So
let me go back. Let me do this some more.
Anything else to add before we close out today?
No, I think we covered a good bit. And let us be your coach. You didn't say that. get a coach. How about let us be your coach?
I mean, I'm pretty partial to that. I think we're pretty great.
I am a little biased as well, but I'm just saying, need a coach?
And if you're wondering what we do, you can go on our website, truecorecoaching.com. Check it out. Also, if you Google us, TrueCore CrossFit, you'll see you'll see quite a few different kinds of testimonials up there. You'll see ones for group classes, for personal training, for nutrition, and you'll kind of get some feedback on what our clients have experienced, why they're still around, what they enjoy, what they do. And that might help you jumpstart your motivation, because the hardest step, believe it or not, is walking through the front door that first time.
Yes, it is.
Is picking up the phone and saying, hey, I want to chat. I want to change things.
Right.
Can you help me? So
yes, we can.
Yes, we would love to, actually.
Yes, we would. Absolutely.
I wake up excited to help people in the mornings.
Same.
So you can send me a Facebook message on here. Shannon Logan, you can message Miss Aline. Aline, where can they find you?
Aline Wetzel on this page or on Facebook in general, and also at Aline@truecorecoaching.com.
Excellent. And our biggest goal is that we can help you outline what you want your best life to look like, and then give you some simple, practical steps to start implementing it.
Yes, to attain that life.
You're worth it.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining us today. Interested in learning more? Join our free Facebook group, Annapolis Health, Fitness, Nutrition, and Mindset, where we give out resources every week and even have live trainings on helping you live your best life. Hope to see you there.